Welcome back to Agirlinpandasuit. Today we're doing something different because I realized that I should have made a video today, and I actually intended on making a video today, a completely different video today, but then I bought all this stuff at the garden center and I have to plant it, and we're running out of time and daylight, and we're just going to do this, and I'm going to give you a gardening lesson because I'm really good at gardening. I grew pumpkins in my backyard in the city of Toronto. Yeah, missed that, but I can't grow the same things that I used to grow. Things need certain depths. Some things don't, like herbs, and some things just need space too. Like if you're gonna grow like cucumbers, it might not need the depth, but it's gonna need like the surface area. I grew zucchini in pots, but zucchini doesn't spread out like a cucumber or like other squash plants or like melon plants. Anyway, I guess I could have done zucchini. They didn't have zucchini there. I would have bought it if they did. They did have cucumbers. I planted them in my mom's front yard. So hopefully those do well, and we're just gonna do this. So we've got a bunch of stuff. I think I'm just gonna get into it. This is gonna take a while. I have to do a lot to get these guys to grow here in this apartment. It's just really difficult. So I've already killed a lot of things this year, albeit I did try to grow a lot of it from like seeds, and my cats are not playing nice. So they've killed quite a few of my little guys that have managed to grow. Like I've managed to grow things, but then my cats come and eat them. We're just gonna get into this. I already planted my tomato because I jumped the gun, and then I was like, oh, I could make a video out of this. He's right here. I gotta water him because he was very dry, which is why I chose him, because I felt like he, when they hose down the plants, he just got missed. He didn't get his watering, and I felt really bad for him. So I had to choose him, and I'm gonna make sure that he survives. And I'm pretty sure he's big enough that the cats aren't gonna try to eat him. And even if they do, that he'll survive. So if you're gonna do this, you're probably gonna want to get all your stuff together. I have like fertilizer and water and like just a bunch of random stuff you'll see. So I have 6 herbs here that I think I want to put into this pot here. This pot currently has really sad looking green bunching onions. They're not dead yet, but I honestly thought they weren't going to make it, and they've been transferred one too many times, but I really don't think that they're I mean, I think they're doing a little bit better because I haven't watered their soil. They were like getting swamped out. I'm having a hard time with like humidity. I'm really sorry about this angle of this video too, because I am on the floor, but it really made the most sense because this is floor work. Last ditch effort for these onions. I'm gonna just put them into one of these pots, like the one that the tomato came in. I'm gonna kind of rebunch them a little bit so that they have more stability. I feel like they're kind of like, they're very floppy. I might even cut down there. I'm afraid if I do anything to them that they're gonna die. Let's just try it, because I really think that this would be the most ideal thing for these spices. They were already in here and some of them did not survive. I did buy backups for 2 of my herbs because I really want these to survive. And actually, I think that's something you're going to have to add to this is better drainage, because clearly that's an issue. I don't have rocks. Normally, I just get these, like, you can buy a bag of fucking rocks at the dollar store. I know, it's so weird. Or you could just go to anywhere that has rocks and just take them. Like, I mean, don't disrupt nature if it's necessarily, like, don't mess up a riverbed getting rocks, because that shit causes erosion. But like, I don't know if you got construction or something, there's like gravel pits or something. No, don't go into a gravel pit either. Don't listen to me. Safely excavate rocks, fine. Do that. Otherwise, dollar store. You get a bag of them for $1. I don't have any of that, so I've been improvising by breaking shit and then putting it in the bottom, which works just fine. Anything that causes water to be able to kind of drain to the bottom and sit there and evaporate or whatever, and not just rot the roots of your plants. So like some of these are some of them are okay, some are not okay. Okay, they're gonna survive. See, they're like little onions. Those are the onions we got out. It's not gonna evaporate the same way without having that like full sun, direct sunlight. So you really want to make sure that you have proper drainage, or they are going to swamp out, your roots are going to rot, your plants are going to die, and you're going to cry, and just like I did. And it's funny because even though I'm pretty good at improvising. Oh yeah, okay, I remember what I did. I can't fuck this up anymore. I gotta leave it alone. I really did. I tried hard. Let's just leave it and see what we can do. This doesn't feel as wet and gross, so I'm gonna just give her a go. I think I'll add some of this choice fertilizer. Shoot, I don't know if these are all gonna fit. We're gonna try our darndest. Let's start with chives on this side. I feel like the problem with this is gonna be the depth of these. Break off some of the bottom, open up. You want to open up the roots a little bit anyway so that they start having somewhere to go. I suppose this is when I would normally put in some fertilizer and some water. I wonder if I can get this in there. Sick. There we go. Mix that around a little bit. And you're gross, who cares? Oh yeah. Oh, you're gonna have such a better start than your comrades. Oh yeah, I don't know how the hell I'm gonna fit all these guys here. This will work. See how pretty it is? Oh, it smells so good. You could just eat it. I mean, you could just eat it, but you don't want to eat too much without it. You know, you want it to grow big so that you can cut a whole chunk, use it in a meal, and still have a plant left, right? Plants are pretty hardy. I mean, you don't have to be so careful with them, but, you know, you also don't want to be reckless either. That actually doesn't seem too bad in terms of spacing. I feel like those are pretty close together. We should try to leave a little bit of space here. Maybe build a dirt wall. I feel like the rosemary should go on the outside because it's so tall. This guy could go in there. This is lemon thyme, and sometimes they have this crusty layer of soil on the top. So if you want to put your own fresh soil up there, that's cute. Little butt. He's so cute, little bush. I bought tarragon by accident, but it's a happy, pleasant accident because I planted this French tarragon in my garden a couple years ago that I had, and it did pretty well. It came back actually every year. The tarragon came back, which I thought was pretty cool. So it was right next to the rosemary, and I had grabbed it thinking it was rosemary because it kind of has a similar shape, but I can see how it's clearly very not. And then I saw my mom's rosemary, and I was like, oh, they must have two kinds, so I went to grab the other kind, and then after I got home, realized my happy accident. Oh my gosh, this is actually looking really cute, guys. My neighbors, I certainly hope that they've caught on that I do YouTube videos, because if they haven't caught on to that, then this is really fucking weird and awkward. I guess since it's so heavy, Black Lives Matter, we need to be taking this more seriously. We need to be doing more. We need to not have the terrible police force that we have all over North America. I mean, they say it's worse in the States, but it's just as bad here. I mean, we have a lot of Indigenous people who have gone missing, been murdered by RCMP officers over how many decades? I think it's safe to say where I stand, and I certainly hope this is where everyone else who is here watching this video stands, but no justice, no peace. Have a lot of anger, which I can only hope will fuel the fire, figuratively and literally. Minneapolis burned. I'm pretty proud of that, I'm not gonna lie. They actually took over a police station that's pretty freaking impressive. They managed to actually get them to charge the police officer who killed George pretty quickly, actually. How many days was that? How long would this normally have taken, if at all, to ever have happened? I mean, it goes to show how direct action works. This was a giant hiatus in this video, and a sad one, but I feel like it needed to be said, and that's that. So let's keep going. I'm making a giant mess. I want to make a mud bath so that the roots have something to become friendly with, because then you don't want to just put them into the hard ground, which is exactly what I did at my mother's place earlier today, but purely because it was just like a quick thing. I had bought these cucumbers, and I was like, oh, I'll just throw these cucumbers in the front yard because I don't have a yard and they need space, and it was just a thing, $1.25, whatever, right? So hopefully they survive. We're gonna keep an eye on them. I might add some fertilizer and stuff in a bit, but I didn't add any new soil. I literally just dug, and her front lawn is very like clay. It's nothing like my backyard, my previous backyard. So we'll see how it works. I bought two of the cilantro and basil because I I know it's going to be the one that I'm using the most out of all of these, if I even use some of them at all. Oh, it smells so good. You know, I feel bad for those soapy cilantro people. I feel like I definitely grew to like it though. So to all those people who don't like cilantro, try it again. All right, this is looking kick-ass. This actually worked out really well. I'm so happy. Freaking cute. This is also the bin I hold all my dead plants in. I have a problem. Sometimes I think I can revive things, and sometimes I can. Like, you think something's dead, don't trust that. Sometimes it's not, and then sometimes it is, and you have, you know, issues letting go. Oh, shit. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Fuck. Okay, so this is sage, and I meant to put it in that thing. I don't think there's space for it, though. Fuck. No, he's so lonely, and the cat keeps getting him. Actually, only one of them is a devil, and you know, it really frustrated me because I bent over backwards. I grew them, I got them their own plants that they were allowed to eat, but maybe that just caused confusion. Maybe that didn't set the right precedent, because how are they supposed to know which ones they're allowed to have and which ones they can't? I mean, am I expecting too much of my cats? It's possible. Alright, we are losing light. I'm just going to try to speed through this and maybe turn on a light. I'm going to use this pot in an attempt to make my own salad bowl. I've got 2 peas I need to plant, and I've got 2 jalapeno peppers I got to plant. So we've got red cabbage, we have white cabbage. Oh, green cabbage, sorry. I don't know why I called it white. This is spinach, which I'm actually super excited about. I should have got 2 of those. This is arugula, super excited about that too. This is a kale. This is a radicchio, and this is a Swiss chard. So, I'm gonna do at least 2 of each kind in this thing, and kind of just hope that it works. Well, I guess this sort of worked. We're gonna have to see if it grows at all. It's got red and green cabbage, kale, Swiss chard, spinach, radicchio, and arugula. So let's set that aside next to our tomato. Well, I still have a lot more planting to do, but I accomplished the 2 main pots that I wanted to do. Salad bowl and this planter of 6 different herbs. I guess thanks for watching this video. Sorry it was not what I had originally intended. I am going to leave the video on and just continue to do this, but I thought I'd wrap it up here and just say thank you for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you want to, and I guess just live long and prosper or something.